For any country to grow its wealth, it needs to boost its levels of labor. But that's not needed for progress for any country. Technology and machinery can make it easier to produce goods, and it's more important for the progress of any country than labor. In that way, any country that develops its power gains more progress than other nations. Hello and welcome back to another awesome video. Do hit the subscribe button and turn on bell notifications. Here are the top 10 richest countries that are ranked in the 2023 Richest list. Number 1. Luxembourg. The economy and main source of income of Luxembourg is dependent on the banking, steel, factories, and industrial sectors. These peoples are largely dependent on these sectors. Luxembourg produces the highest GDP product in the whole world. It's located in the heart of Europe. The famous things in this country are castles and beautiful landscapes, beautiful valleys, and iconic views of sea beaches. The total population of Luxembourg is around 653,715. Luxembourg has 3 official languages. The cuisine is a fusion of French and German. This tiny country is one of the major economies in the Eurozone, boasting a stable economy, low inflation, and a low unemployment rate. Number 2. Singapore. Singapore is one of the wealthiest countries in the world. Singapore produces almost 250,000 millionaires every year, making it the second richest city in Asia after Tokyo. Singapore is one of the highest densities and high value of millionaire households in Asia. According to a survey by the IMF, Singapore is the second richest country in the world in terms of GDP per capita. This is due to Singapore's highly developed free market economy, banking and finance, international trade, real estate and telecommunications, and no corruption. When Singapore got its independence, it was near poverty. All of its population was illiterate and a lot of people were jobless. But with hard work and smart policy, the country is growing like the sun. Now it's a thriving economy. Singapore is often called the manufacturing and financial hub of Southeast Asia. Number 3. Ireland. According to GDP, Ireland is considered one of the wealthiest, most powerful, and richest countries in the world and the most affluent in Europe behind Luxembourg. The main source of income in Ireland is merchandise goods, including organic chemicals, medical and pharmaceutical products, and computers. The economy of Ireland is one of the fastest growing economies in Europe. We all should appreciate the fact that Ireland has nearly doubled its GDP per capita in the last decade. Number 4. Qatar. Qatar has been ranked among the top few wealthiest, most powerful, and richest countries in the whole world. Qatar is the first ever Arab nation to be among the top 4 richest nations in the world. 2022's World Cup host Qatar is also the 4th richest country in the world. Qatar is the proven natural gas reserve after Russia and Iran and is the second largest exporter of natural gas. Number 5. Switzerland. Switzerland is well known for its picturesque mountain villages, world-class skiing, iconic views of beautiful valleys, hills, and delicious chocolate. It's one of the richest countries in the world, on the list of highest GDP per capita. According to a report by the United Nations, Switzerland is the 3rd largest landlocked country in the world after Liechtenstein and Luxembourg. 70% of the Swiss GDP is produced by the services sector and 30% by industry. The agricultural sector contributes less than 1%. Number 6. UAE. The economy of the United Arab Emirates is the 5th largest in the Middle East. As one of the top 10 richest countries in the world, the UAE has seen an influx of migrants from underdeveloped countries. This desert nation, Dubai, is one of the richest countries in the world, with a GDP per capita of $77,290. Tourism and tourists are major economic sources of the income in Dubai. Number 7. United States of America. According to the open report of Credit Suisse, the wealthiest nation in the world in net worth was the United States, with a net worth of $160 trillion. As a result of World War II, the United States emerged as the world's greatest superpower. Arguably the most powerful country in the world is the United States of America, and it holds the highest wealth per capita by any country. The USA is the main hub of many tech giants around the world, including Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, and SpaceX, with personalities like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and more. It attracts huge investments from billionaires all over the world. Number 8. Norway. It's stronger by oil and gas exports, which not only makes it strong and stable, but also helps it to be one of the richest countries in the world. It also produces petroleum. Norway is also known as the land of the fjords. It also has the world's largest sovereign wealth fund, funded through export revenues from oil and gas and petroleum. The main source of income for Norway's people is oil, gas, seafood, and products from the energy-intensive industry. Number 9. Brunei Darussalam. Brunei is an Islamic country in Southeast Asia. It's also the world's wealthiest country. The main sources of income for this country's prosperity are oil and gas. The IMF estimates that hydrocarbon exports provide more than 70% of income. For comparison, the share of agriculture is less than 1% of GDP. Number 10. San Marino. The tiny country of San Marino, perched on the Italian peninsula, has an extremely impressive financial sector for its small size. All this wealth for such a small population means that San Marino residents enjoy top-notch healthcare, excellent infrastructure, and access to an abundance of high-end consumer goods. That's it for today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like the video.